I'm like Elijah. What's up, my brother?
Y'all the mains. Welcome to the Gym Mafia Podcast. We got G Money in here. We about to talk some calisthenics. You dig? So as long as I knew you,
Yeah.
you always been into calisthenics. Like body weight is mastered. You doing all the flipping around. You missed it. You the king of the pull-up bar. You know what I mean? You're a legend for real in the city. And anybody who knows about calisthenics in Baltimore knows G Money. What was the beginning for you? What got you into fitness?
Well, it's like, I'm going to shorten it up for you. It's like a long story. Well, first I started doing it way back in the day, like about 10 or 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Because stuff was on my mind. My mother took and died. And I needed a way to escape, you know, and just, vent.
Yeah.
It's like therapy for me. So it's like pushing me.
Yeah. I can relate to that.
To get what I need to get out of life and just.
And obviously you stuck with it, which is a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
I could relate to that because like my answer to everything is fitness. You know what I mean? Dealing with any problems or any life changes, like I take it to the gym and leave it there, right? So I definitely can relate to that. And also, for me, calisthenics was my foundation, my beginning before I even touched some weights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's a whole different ball game. Getting used to your body weight, doing push-ups, burpees, pull-ups. That's a different ball game. There's a lot of guys that lift a lot of weight but cannot do 10 pull-ups. What's your thoughts on that?
You just gotta take your time with it, and calisthenics, what we do, it work on the whole body. Yeah, you know what I mean, and you ain't gotta lift all heavy. You can lift light, but just do it in sets.
Right.
And and zone out, go in your own zone.
Yeah.
Sometimes in life you gotta go to yourself or by yourself to get a better push in life and get away from distractions in life. Just know what you're here for.
Yeah.
Look at life like, I'm gonna reach my destiny. Like from A to B, you're gonna reach where you need to reach to get where you need to be.
I noticed that you help a lot of people reach those destinies in life, especially, out there at your gym with the pull-up bar and all the different equipment so you can do your pull-ups and your sit-ups, your push-ups. And I've seen that you pull people under you. And how is that for you giving other people direction in fitness?
My take on that, I look at life like, you only get one life. And why not help somebody? You know what I mean? Whether you rich, poor, in between, no matter where you come from, always show love to people and show respect to people. Cause it all come back. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I'm just trying to show people that I ain't doing nothing they can't do. But you gotta believe in yourself and have confidence in what you're doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just try to show the love. Cause I remember when I was a kid growing up in Baltimore,
Right.
And you need somebody to push you and tell you that you can do things.
Yeah, like a coach. Especially out there, it's like one thing about fitness, it's just hard to get started. A lot of people walk away from fitness because they'll go, one, like even with the gym in calisthenics, coming out there in that atmosphere, it's a bunch of people, it can be intimidating. And also just the fact that just not knowing where to start, not knowing how to use equipment, not knowing what to do. And so it was a big thing being able to get out here every day. You know what I mean? And stay consistent. But what do you say to people that's just beginning and trying to get started in calisthenics or just in fitness in general about that just coming in the gym or coming into like CrossFit area or like just even at the parks where the pull-up bars and stuff at, and they kind of intimidate. What do you say to them?
First, like another thing in life, always know who you is as a person. Don't look at what the next man doing or hating on people. You gotta just just look at life like you here for something. You know what I mean?
Right.
And when you doing workout or anything, you don't look at what they doing because people could be lifting heavy,
Yeah.
and you could run over there and want to look like them and do what they do, but everything come in time. You gotta take your time with it
Yeah.
and lift light until you build your way up slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Because in the long run, you gonna catch up, but it's best to take your time when you're doing something so you can learn something step from step.
Yeah, that's true because like you said, you gotta like stay in your lane, and
Mm-hmm.
you don't know how long that person that you looking over at
Yeah,
been lifting, and how many years, all the trials and error that got them to that point.
yeah,
But we all eventually get to that point, and always remember that it's somebody probably looking at you and trying to get to your level.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like it is one of those things where you just got to keep working, stay consistent. And when you look over those people, they should be your driving force or your motivation, not necessarily competition. Or it could be like quiet competition, whatever gets you going.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I think that's a way to look at it as well.
yeah.
So you in this pull-up bar and all
Yeah.
the tricks you could do, like what do you get out of that?
It just, I feel like a superhero, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Or I feel like one of them basketball players or one of them pro
like a
basketball players.
globetrotter.
Yeah.
'Cause y'all be showing off on them
Yeah,
big
I feel
whole
like
bars.
a globetrotter. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Or I feel like, or a X-Man. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
I don't be trying to battle nobody.
Right.
Only person I'm trying to battle is myself, making myself a better person.
Right.
And that's what we here for, to
Right.
try to make ourselves a better us for our health, and even for just getting around.
Yeah, that's
the
really
little
important.
thing, because you'll be surprised what your health
Yeah.
can do when you keep it on point.
Right.
Yeah.
One
We
thing
really
about
need
you
that. Yeah.
is that you got a good spirit, and like everybody love you, everybody gravitate to you. I mean, all kinds of people, different walks of life.
Thank
And I see that, like the youth gravitate to you.
Yeah.
How is that like?
Yeah.
I mean, when you get those guys and like they like clay in your hand and you're molding them, giving them direction.
Yeah.
You know, how does that feel? Like, what is
Oh.
what is your method?
Yeah.
You know, when you're getting these guys, and these be a lot of street guys I know
Yeah.
this too, and you're
Yeah.
pulling them
Right.
out the streets and putting them in the fitness.
Yeah, because I grew up, yeah, man, in the streets and in the ghettos, and we had hard times growing up. You know what I mean? So I know what it's like to gotta grow up, yeah, man, and hard to get food. You know, you
Yeah.
trying to help your mother, trying to help your father. They're elected out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
People dying from drug addictions, different things going on in the world, and it's coming at one time.
Yeah.
And as a kid growing up, you know what I mean, it could be hard, especially if you don't know how to deal with it.
yeah,
So if I can help a kid, then I'm doing something. You know what I mean? And if I can help somebody period, like I ain't gonna just stand there and let nobody just hurt or just die in the mud and just
Yeah.
leave somebody like I'm better. I say, hold
Yeah.
up, nah, let me handle this. You know what I mean? Or try to let my hand out like you got somebody that's really your friend
yeah.
or really that care for you.
There's not a lot of
Yeah,
people
man.
out here that's genuine like that, or really
Yeah.
people just don't care about each other no more. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
to me, you know what I got out of like fitness. What I'm pulling for what you're saying, and what it's telling me is like fitness is a lifesaver.
Yeah.
You
It
know,
is.
and when you teaching these guys fitness, you're giving them longevity.
Yeah.
You know, with this fitness thing and life in general, like we got to do maintenance. We can't wait till the check engine light come on,
Yeah.
and when we got all these problems, then try to get into fitness. It makes it that much more
Yeah.
challenging.
Yeah.
Start now. Learn good habits versus, because a lot of times, a lot of our bad habits comes from like dealing with stuff the wrong way, whether it be drinking, smoking, violence, and all these things. When you get into fitness, Like, it's such a stress reliever
Mm-hmm.
going out to that pull-up bars. I'm going to do 100 pull-ups, and I'm gonna go run around the track 2 miles, and then I'm going to do some sit-ups. Like, when you done with that,
Yeah.
like, you just, like, it's a load off. I can't explain it. The relief. You know, after you breathing hard, you sweating, you're winded, you get
Right.
like your heart pumping, your blood flowing.
My man.
Like, it is something different.
Yeah.
But a lot of us deal with a lot of our life stuff that's going on, the pressures of life. Based on the culture, it's doing drugs, drinking, or whatever, or just eating wrong, eating wrong.
Yeah.
You know, and I think when you introduce those guys to fitness, you're giving them longevity and you're teaching them how to deal with their problems in different ways. You know what I mean? Versus what you may just see in the inner city, everybody sitting on the stoop. You know, in our generation, it was cracking 40s and smoking blunts and stuff. But they doing kind of, I don't know what they out there doing. I ain't out there, but I'm pretty sure it's something similar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is just not the right way to deal with things. And I think fitness and us really pushing it the way we push it. People, when they see us, they see fitness, they know you from, they call you Mr. Montebello.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And that's a big name to carry. And we know what that represents. That represents that whole fitness area and all the guys that pass through that throughout the city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's really dope and it's awesome. And giving that longevity to people is a blessing.
Yeah. And I think that I'm appreciative of it, man.
Yeah.
But it ain't all about me. It comes from up above. Because, you got to have God with you, man.
Yeah.
You got to keep your faith in God. God first, man. And then he'll give you all the tools and gifts you need.
Right.
If you just show him that.
Okay.
Thank you. Be thankful for the little things and let it be known, like, I'm going to stick by your word or try to. I ain't perfect, but I'm going to try to stick by your word and do your teachings because if I don't, I'm going to only lead myself to failure, and I ain't trying to fail.
Yeah.
I came too far. And even you, my brother, I just want to thank you for having me up on this.
Man,
piece.
you already know
I mean?
it was a long time coming, man. You already knew. Just whenever you need to come sit down and get your shit off, this is the place you can come get it off. I just want to touch on something you said when you brought up the Most High. And the discipline, when we follow law, statutes, and commandments, whatever banner you fall under, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's a structure there, and it's a discipline.
Yeah.
And one beautiful thing about that structure and discipline that you get from serving the Most High,
Yeah.
whatever your discipline is, you could take that same discipline, apply it to everything in your life. You could apply that discipline to fitness and be at the gym every Thursday at 9 o'clock, Wednesday at 5 o'clock, and Monday at 2 o'clock based on your schedule. Just keeping the discipline. And those two things, fitness, the creator, it's like it requires discipline. And know what else? You could take that discipline and apply it to all different elements of your life.
Yeah.
So I think it's awesome to have that higher power in the faith, in the discipline that comes from that, and it shows in everything else you do with the discipline that you have in fitness. Because I'm pretty sure you'll never miss the gym. You be at the gym and you be outside.
Yeah.
So I think that's dope. And always the creator first over everything. I'm with you on that. That's dope. That's what I mean. When a person got a good spirit, good energy, man, it just seeps like, it just, I don't know, man. I want to talk about the first time I was down Montebello. I'm down there just doing my pull-ups, and y'all just pull up, jump out, swinging like goddamn fucking Olympians from one bar to the next, and I'm like just doing my pull-ups. I'm like, who is these guys? And then y'all just like flip over me to this side, and then flip over that to that side, and you're jumping around. I'm like, yo, these dudes are in shape.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know these brothers even my age or older moving like that. Yeah. And that was like really motivating. And ever since then, and you know, we spoke and we met, and it was like this. And it's been some years.
You already know.
Some years.
You already
and
know.
We finally sitting down. But like that, what you do, what all these brothers do, definitely motivating. And man, I'm happy to have you here, man, and to bless the platform with good information and encouragement and wisdom, because you know somebody might need to hear that.
And another thing, about you, my brother. You always had like that go hard spirit, and you ain't gonna let nothing stop you.
Absolutely not.
And you be you be taking chances, and you got a style like I'm gonna take it by any means necessary.
Absolutely.
But
You
you
right.
do it humbly and
Yeah.
respectfully.
I tried to,
Yeah,
man.
I mean, and you get it in far as what you be doing, man. I seen you lift up like tons and
Man, I tell you, they say you only gonna grow as big as the box you're in. And the place I'm currently at now is like it's a lot of power lifters. And it's like you gotta step your game up. You know,
Yeah.
you can never be that person. We just talked about that. But it's definitely a motivating factor that I know I could do more than what I'm doing. And that's the way my personality is set up. I need that.
yeah,
I need to be under pressure. That's the way I grew up. Life with nothing but pressure. So it's only right that I be in those same situations where it's pressure. You gotta get this money. You gotta go, and that works for me.
yeah,
That works for me. And then it's other people with the same mindset, and we all click up and we go get it, man.
that's
And,
what's up.
You know, I ain't the strongest, I ain't the biggest, but I'm me and I'm comfortable in my skin.
Yeah,
And
that's
I don't
what's
care.
up.
I don't give a fuck. Excuse me about what nobody else doing. Like I'm me. You know what I'm saying? I'm me.
No doubt.
And yeah, I tried. And I've been doing it for a long time. You know, I've been. You know, I probably wasn't lifting super duper heavy, but I've been in fitness for a long time before I ever put a camera in front of it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I wanted to ask you something too. What motivates you? What push you?
That's a deep question. You really want the real answer? It started out going to juvie jail,
Whoa.
going to boys
Yeah.
village, 13, 14.
Yeah.
And it was survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
You had to be strong. You had to have
Yeah.
that turn. And that's
Yeah.
when I started getting into push-ups. I was always on the smaller side. And you know, it was just it's not because I played sports and that's the way I got introduced to it. I got introduced to it in kiddie jail. And then, you know, as I graduated to prison,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know what I mean? And, it was a thing. They had powerlifting in my prison. Before I got to prison, when I was in jail, I was just doing push-ups. And one day I did like 2,700 push-ups, sets of 50.
Yeah.
Now, it wasn't like I had to work my way up to that. But I was walking to one end of my cell twice, then drop. One end of my, and it was like after I got to 500, it felt the same because my muscles got used to it.
Yeah.
Got used to it. And when I got upstate, they had weights in the yards, and I started going to the weights or whatever. But what drives me, but that was the beginning for me.
Yeah.
But what drives me is this. I love it. I love the way it feels. It's healthy habits. I like the benefits of it. I like the way I look when I put a shirt on. You know what I mean? I feel good. I feel good about my self-confidence. You know what I mean? I want my lady to look at me a certain type of way when she see
what's
me.
up.
Just the longevity. Ain't nothing
Yeah.
guaranteed, but like the things I can control, I'm controlling. I can control what I put in my mouth. I can control what I do with my body.
Right.
You know, I'm not gonna say it. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do no drugs. I do fitness and I enjoy life. I like being in. I be sore now from working out, joints and all
Yeah.
that stuff hurting, but I enjoy just. I want to be in my 50s, still looking like I'm in my 40s, the same way people think I'm in my 30s now.
Yeah. You
I want
doing
to take care of
though, bro.
myself, man.
You
You know
doing
what I
it.
mean? So like, for me, it's like just trying to quality of life. Quality of life. I think about growing up and all the older people now that I'm older, they wasn't as much older than I am now, and they just couldn't get around all these health problems, diabetes, this, that, dying, not here no more. And I'm not trying to go through all that. I gotta take care of myself. You
Right.
know better, you do better, and we gotta teach everybody. Because you look around, you don't see a lot of people from our area into fitness the way they should. You don't see us jogging, and
Yeah.
then you see the stats, and it kind of reflect all the different health problems that we have,
Yeah.
and the way we eat. And that's not everybody, of course, but enough of us. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing we need to change about the culture. We gotta teach our kids that.
Yeah.
Because or we are going to be the quality of life when we get a certain age, it's going to be horrible.
Yeah.
Yo, 69 old for real.
Yeah.
I get 70
Right.
little feet. Like we be 60, we be 55 and gone.
Yeah.
So like for me, you know, I probably got more years behind me than I got in front of me, and I want to enjoy them to the fullest and the best of health. You know what I'm saying? And just being, that's my driving factor. I know that was long-winded as hell, but that's my driving factor, man. I want to be here, and I want my quality, not just be here. I want the quality of life to be as best as it can. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm not gonna always be able to lift weights, but that's gonna transition back into my foundation where I started, the calisthenics. So,
Hey, don't you know, through the workout and fitness, what do you wanna type of message you wanna leave? Far as all this, the logo, and
Gym Mafia,
yeah, and far as yourself, what do you want the people and the viewers to know?
That for me, like, it's rare that I get in front of you and I'm actually talking about the gym, right?
Yeah.
And is that it says Gym Mafia, but I talk about, and I love all different types of stuff. I'm not in no box. I do whatever I want to do, and this is one of the things.
Yeah.
Regardless of how it go.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not afraid to enjoy life and being outside of the box. And I think for myself, so you know, I might be shooting the arrow one day. I might be fishing the other day. I might be jumping out of a plane. Who knows? I might be playing. I do what I want to do because life is too short. We be worried about all the wrong things. And what I want people to do, if you can get from me, man, love life, love your family, and keep the people that's close to you. Treat them good, man. And just try to make the best out of every day. And treat people the way you want to be treated. You want people, when you're gone, right, or when you're not in their presence, you want everybody that experience you to have a great experience. What about that?
That's what's
You know
up.
what I mean? What's wrong with that? And hopefully that can be contagious and spread, and everybody to start treating people like they got some sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's me.
That's 100. I feel that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And which one of the best exercise that you prefer, that you really like to do, that you know that just represent you and represent your brand, that you really like doing?
I think I like working everything. Now, like anybody, like you, a lot of stuff get neglected at times. You know, then we come back on maintenance days and get those calves, get those forearms, get that core.
Yeah.
But I think all of it overall, like, but I do have favorites though. Shoulders used to be it, and now they hurt too much. But I used to love doing shoulders. But for me, everything, because I work out every body part. You know what I mean? My whole week is set up to where, though, if I miss one of those exercises, I feel like I just feel off.
Yeah.
Like, and then my body is weird because you get so used to working out. Like, my body know it's time to work out.
Yeah.
Like, when daylight savings come around and throw everything off, I got to readjust. My body clock got to reset as well because I'm so used to exercising.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, I like it all.
Yeah.
I like it all.
Yeah.
But one of my it just came to me, doing wipers.
Yeah.
That when I was super
yeah,
duper
you
in the
good at
core,
that.
I haven't done them in a while, but that was
Yeah.
I used to love doing wipers.
Yeah.
They say, like, if you get a good core, that's the foundation of everything. Like, when I decide to cut back, because right now I'm trying to really put some weight on, but next summer I'm busting out with a 6-pack on. I'm like, forget trying to, because I'm trying to put more weight on so I can go heavier, because I haven't reached my goals there, but I'm getting there. But after that, after I done seen the mountaintop for me, coming back down, cut it up, and then just gonna look good.
Yeah.
Because you ain't even got to have a super duper chest, but you get the 6-pack, you can just tighten your stomach up.
Yeah.
That's it.
But
That's the
you
move.
doing it, man.
That's the move, though. 6-pack is where it's at. We ain't talking Budweiser either.
Yeah.
We ain't talking Budweiser. So what is, for you, what is your overall goals with this fitness thing? Like, what's the end game for you? What are you trying to reach?
I'm just trying to go all around the globe as far as the workout and fitness. Be the face of fitness and working out and good health and reaching out to the youth.
Yeah.
Because we missed the old times that we grew up with back in the day when you had like a big brother or you had a mentor that looked out for you or wanted you to enjoy your life and smile as a kid.
Yeah.
And I just try to bring back the smiles and the love and the respect and the dignity as a human being. And I ain't better than nobody. I mean,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, because we all put our parents on the same way, one leg at a time. Well, man, I'm going to say this in my closing remarks. Y'all the means. Y'all the means. Yo, I know we could go on and on because the energy's there.
But
But
I want to ask you one thing.
go ahead.
My
Get your
bad.
shit off.
My bad.
You all
I
right.
just wanted